Wiklatmu'j.
The Wiklatmu'j story
Wiklatmu'j.
begins in the Mi'kmaq communities. A group of brothers, 7 brothers, were going hunting to gather food for the community. Food was scarce in this part of the lands. They traveled a large distance in order to hunt for food. But as they were traveling, it started to get dark. So the brothers decided to stop for the night, for safety. Overall, the night had an eerie feeling. The brothers didn't know what caused this feeling, but they knew something was going to happen. But it was still beautiful. For the brothers knew that they had to trust their instincts. Suddenly, it was as if something was there with them. The youngest brother had noticed that the scenery around them was very different from when they woken up. Out of fear, they took off running away from what was ever out there. The brothers were scared, but didn't know why. Now they were lost and confused, so they had decided to keep going and search for food for their village. All of the brothers were restless and scared, not knowing what lay ahead was different for them. They had come to a sense of when they knew what was going to happen was okay, but being lost and scared was different and not okay. The brothers walked for many hours, realizing that there was no signs of animals or anything around them. They felt alone. Finally, up ahead of them, they saw a clearing, and for some reason, they knew that there they'd be okay. They stayed in the clearing for a few hours to rest, but they knew they had to keep going and search for food for themselves and for the village. They saw some signs of squirrels around them, but nothing big enough for a decent meal for them, let alone their people back home. The youngest brother had noticed that the land around them has become very beautiful. For some reason, there was a calmness that surrounded the land. Like in this feeling, the brothers decided that they had to explore. The more they explored, the more what they enjoyed. They liked what they seen around them. For they had walked a little longer, and they noticed that a village lay ahead. A small, peaceful village. But however, what the brothers didn't know that this village was not peaceful, for had it belonged to the Wiklatmu'j. But the brothers didn't notice, so they sought shelter and food from the people that lived there. These people were different from the other villages they have known. They seemed to be backwards or some sort. But not wanting to be rude, the brothers stayed, and they seemed to rather like this village. The brothers enjoyed their time at the village, for it was peaceful and nice. The villagers were kind to them and offered support with food and shelter. The brothers stayed here for what they thought was a few days. After a few days, the brothers had began to grow a little restless, but not wanting to be rude, they continued their stay. Having to talk to the villagers, they confessed that one of their brothers was actually their sister, who had traveled with them. For a girl to travel with them was very uncommon, so she had liked to disguise herself as a brother. She too has loved this land, for it was beautiful. But the little brother had wanted to go. He didn't seem to enjoy this land like the others. Respecting the young brother's wishes, they went to their villagers to tell them they were leaving. But the villagers seemed to not like this, and something has changed dramatically. The villagers became violent and scary. Fearing their life for some reason, the brothers took off and searched for safety. They ran. Now that they realized how dangerous the village was, they came to notice that all the signs that they were different were eerie. And they realized the brothers had come to realize that it was a Wiklatmu'j village that they had spent time in. So fearing what has happened, they ran and ran. But they were captured. The brothers noticed that there were small children playing very nervously. They knew that they too were captured, so they were determined to leave, but they couldn't. Just all their strength, the brothers took a mad dash for safety. They didn't get far. The brothers were picked off one by one. They continued to run, but they heard the screams of the other brothers as the Wiklatmu'j snapped their fingers in order to braid them. Leaving the captured brothers behind, they realized that around them was winter. They feared how long they were in the village, for they known that the Wiklatmu'j village has to take time, steal it away from its owner. Out of the brothers who were left was the sister, the youngest brother, and the second youngest brother. It took all that they had, but they ran and ran from the village. Without knowing how long time has passed, they finally reached the clearing of which they knew they were safe. For it was the clearing had once that all of them, many moons ago, had entered for a simple hunting trip. They traveled home to confess that they were led astray by the Wiklatmu'j and hoped that everything in the village was still okay.